By age 65, women have 30% less retirement savings than men. Welcome back to Sync Wealth. We talk a lot about building solo success, but today we're tackling a sensitive topic: how a partnership, even a loving one, can sometimes be a financial anchor for women. If you aren't careful, common spousal habits can leave you significantly worse off. Here are the 7 things your spouse might be doing that are sabotaging your future. Number 1, the lead investor trap. We see this all the time. One partner, often the husband, takes the role of the family chief financial officer. He picks the stocks, managing the retirement funds, all the investments, moves all the money, and on surface it feels like he's doing you a favor by taking a chore off your plate. But here's the reality: delegation without education is dangerous. If you aren't in those accounts, you aren't just missing out on the math, you're missing out on the confidence. If something happens to him or the relationship ends, you're left in a financial fog, trying to learn a decades-long game in a week. You need joint logins and quarterly State of the Union meetings because you aren't a silent partner, you're a co-CEO. Number 2, his version of lifestyle creep. Ever notice how household needs often align with your spouse's hobbies? It's the upgraded truck for safety, the new golf clubs, the latest smart home tech, or the premium sports package. This is lifestyle creep, and it's a silent killer of a woman's net worth. When communal money goes towards depreciating assets, things lose value the moment you buy them. It's siphoning cash away from your compound interest accounts. Every pound spent on the new gadget is a pound that isn't sitting in your brokerage accounts or your pension for the next 20 years. We recommend the £500 rule. Any non-essential purchase over £500 requires a yes from both parties. Number 3, the uncalculated career sacrifice. This is perhaps the most expensive mistake. When a couple decides someone needs to stay home with the kids or relocate for a promotion, it's almost always the woman who takes the hit. The logic is usually, well, he makes more right now. But you have to look at the opportunity cost. You aren't just losing today's paycheck. You're losing your social security credits, your pension, matching, your professional networks. You take 5 years off that can cost you upwards of £1 million in lifetime earnings. If you're making this sacrifice, the family budget must include a direct contribution into your personal pension accounts to bridge the gap. Number 4, financial infidelity, the small stuff. We aren't just talking about secret families or gambling debts. Financial infidelity is often small. It's the hidden credit card, the forgotten loan to a sibling, or underreporting a bonus. When a spouse hides debt, they aren't just lying to you. They are tethering you to their liability. In this country and in many other countries, debt is legally yours too. Sync Wealth is built on transparency. If you can't see the statements, you can't see your future. You need a full financial physical, once a year. No secrets, no shame, just the numbers. Number 5, the allowance dynamic. There is nothing that kills a woman's financial agency faster than the allowance dynamic. This happens when the higher earning spouse pays the mortgage and then gives the other spouse a set amount for the kids and the groceries. This creates a psychological power imbalance. It makes you a manager of expenses, not a builder of wealth. You should never have to ask for money for a pair of shoes or lunch with friends. We advocate for percentage-based contributions. You both pay into the house based on what you earn, but you keep a private freedom fund that is yours alone to spend, save, or invest. Number 6, underinsuring the invisible labor. If a spouse has a higher salary than you, most couples only buy a big life insurance policy for the high earner. This is a massive oversight. If the lower earning spouse, who usually handles the bulk of the domestic logistics, passes away or becomes disabled, the cost to replace that labor is staggering. Think about full-time childcare, housekeeping, meal preps. Without proper insurance on both partners, the surviving spouse often has to dip into retirement savings just to keep the household running. You must ensure the value of the labor, not just the size of the paycheck. And then number 7, the danger of total merging. Culturally, we're told that merging everything is the ultimate sign of trust. In reality, it's a logistical nightmare waiting to happen. If your spouse passes away or your joint account is flagged for fraud, that account can be frozen instantly. If you don't have a credit card and a checking account in your name with your own bank accounts, you are financially invisible to the system. You need your own credit score and your own liquid FU money. At Sync Wealth, we call it the 3-bucket system: yours, mine, and ours. So trust your partner, but always track your own path. Financial independence isn't about planning for a breakup. It's about being a whole person within a partnership. If any of these 7 are happening in your house, it's time for a money date. Which of these is the hardest to talk about? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more ways to protect your wealth. See you in the next video.